Oh, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Interrupting cow.
Oh, the fucking welcome to another episode of Two Guys One Moop. I am, as always, El Fuzzo. I am always joined by the host with the most, Mr. Brando Comics. Don't roll your fucking eyes at me. And we are back again this week to talk some more bullshit because that's what we do. So, how has your week been?
Hectic as always, but here I am. Here you are.
I didn't get locked in the building this week, so
That's excellent. That's excellent news. I'm very glad to hear that you were with us and not
stuck in a warehouse.
stuck in a warehouse.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's been a pretty good week. I haven't really, got off work Saturday night and haven't really done a whole lot of fucking anything except for played a lot of video games.
Yeah.
So
I have played a little bit of video games with you. Still haven't played with Julio yet since I've been back on Xbox, I don't think.
yeah, because
Maybe once.
I don't know, because I think when you got back on.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's been wow, that's right. Because he was in Mexico.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, Mexico.
If you play tonight, though, I think he'll probably be on.
Yeah, all right. Maybe I'll jump on for this. Yeah. Oh, but other than that, I just watched a few movies, which is weird because usually I don't have time to watch movies anymore. But I did.
Hey, you've watched more movies in the recent weeks than I have.
I know. I watched. I just finished earlier. Spiral from the Book of Saw.
Yes.
It's all right. Yeah.
How was Chris Rock in that?
He's actually, that's the funniest thing is people that do comedy, they can pull off like the dramatic role really easily. That's why the ancient Greek masks were tragedy and comedy.
Absolutely.
Drama and because they can interchange. Just why a lot of comedians can play really well in dramatic roles.
And Williams is still the king, man.
Oh, Robin Williams. I mean, yeah, it's
touchable. But yeah, no, I was just really, really interested in that because like I mean, Chris Rock has that he's one of the I don't know the actual term for it, but he's got a voice, man. And no matter what he's doing, you still hear that delivery. And man, I wonder how that's gonna work in a
I mean, it wasn't. I had no problem with that. It wasn't bad. I watched another movie, a Danish movie. Actually, it was like an indie Danish horror movie thing. I'll tell you about it later. And then, other than that, I don't really remember what else. Suicide Squad 2, but we said we'd talk about that together. But prior to that, I'm interested if you heard the news about ScarJo being banned from Disney for life.
Oh, well, because she tried to sue him.
Yeah, she's trying to sue them for them releasing the movie on Disney Plus or something like that.
Yeah,
and it fucked her out of royalties from it playing in theaters or something along those lines.
Is that how that works, though?
I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I'm sure it does because it's a Disney movie, so Disney owns rights to Disney. They don't have to get royalties from themselves when they play it on their own app.
Right.
But I assume once it goes out to like Regal Cinemas or AMC and things like that, the actor gets a small percentage of that at least.
Of course. So, I mean, technically, us still being in a fucking pandemic or not, or I don't fucking know anymore, guys. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is that I just read that the Mouse Mafia came in and was like, "Oh, bye, see ya."
Yeah. No, dude, you can't do that to Disney. You just can't do it. Like, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the biggest actor under the sun. I don't care if you're goddamn Brad Pitt. You still can't fuck with Disney because Disney will blacklist you and you will never be able to do anything for them ever again.
I read somewhere too, that they have the most amount of lawsuits.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Like they get sued the most for everything, including like people pretending to take spills and falls at their parks, and they have the most insane like legal team. Period.
Oh, so it's easy. Yeah. Well, I mean, fucking that dude was working. I mean, I don't know if he still is under the House of Mouse, but what the fuck was his name? Eisner? Michael fucking Eisner, man. He
I don't
was
know.
there.
I just know that ScarJo, unfortunately, will no longer be part of anything Disney ever again. But then again, we've all seen it happen. They fired what's his name, Gunn, and he came back. So right?
Yeah, but how many people you think are really gonna rally around ScarJo?
None, because
Dead. I mean, technically, in the cinematic universe moving forward, she's fucking dead. So
yeah. So yeah,
really have to do shit.
sucks to
Funny
suck.
for sure. Funny thing though, we talked about Mr. Bam Margera last week.
We did.
He is suing Johnny Knoxville, Paramount Pictures, Jeff Tremaine, Spike Jones. He's suing all them motherfuckers for getting fired from Jackass 4.
Honestly, I'm just gonna say this straightforward. That guy is genuinely a fucking scumbag.
Bam?
Yes.
He's a hot fucking mess.
No, he's a fucking scumbag. I get it that, the amount, if you really look into it, the amount that Johnny Knoxville and company tried to help him out
Oh no,
is
absolutely.
insane.
Oh yeah.
There's literal blood relatives that would turn their backs on you quicker if you were Bam Margera.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Johnny Knoxville and the Funky Bunch all fucking stuck for years, man. This has been going on for years, and this guy just can't get his act together. So he
No.
gets let go, and then now he wants to what a fucking cocksucker, man. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry at all. I think he's a
From
moop.
from what? Yeah. Well, see, and the thing is, man, is like, okay, you're Bam Margera. Okay, you have contracts getting thrown at you left and right for all kinds of shit because you are who you are. So this dude's trying to claim that they forced him to sign a contract while he was in rehab, and his lawyer didn't have time to read it over,
And
which,
that's
which I don't understand how that falls on the studio or the
it
people
doesn't.
making.
If that's how it really went, then that's just gonna get fucking
Right. See, at the end of the day, though, dude, he fell apart when Dunn died, and everybody and their brothers tried to fucking help him, and he's just not taking the help. He keeps falling off the fucking horse. So,
yeah. Then it gets to a point where you got to cut somebody out of your life
yep, of
in some way, shape, or form, and then they're gonna completely disregard all you've done for them for years
course.
over fucking money. I'm
Well,
sorry, I can't.
see, and the thing that's really funny about Bam, though, is like if you know a lot about Bam, which oddly enough I do because I grew up as a '90s skateboard kid. So, one of his closest friends, Brandon Novak, they used to call heroin Novak because Brandon Novak was real bad on fucking heroin. Well, I don't know if it was a year ago or some shit, but fucking Bam had this big mental breakdown because Novak told him to fuck off. Because Novak was like, I can't hang out with you. I'm finally clean. I'm finally sober. I finally got my life together, and you're a fucking train wreck. And I
Yeah.
have to not be around that. And of course, the wife got on, saw all these fucking videos of Bam fucking talking on TikToks or fucking Instagram Live and shit, just shit talking Novak. And talking about how, like, oh, I spent all this money to try to help you, make you get better, and now you tell me to fuck off. It's like, dude,
Hmm.
anyone that's ever gone to a clinic, anyone that's ever gone to AA, anyone that's ever gone to any rehabilitation program, that's one of the first things those motherfuckers tell you is like, you got to stay away from it. If you can't fucking keep yourself cool, you have to stay away from people that still use.
Yeah.
So ultimately, that's what Novak was doing. You're still fucking your life up. And I finally got mine on the right track, and I really want to not die. So I got to stay the fuck away from you. So instead of being a friend and being like, oh man, I totally get it, he went on fucking social media and fucking just dragged this dude through the mud. Well, apparently they're cool now, but like, I don't know, man. Dude's a fucking hot mess ever since fucking Dunn died.
He
But
was a
really,
mess a little beforehand. He just, I think, spiraled. Excuse me, a little extra after done.
Dunn was a He was a fucking.
Well, see this thing too, though, with like Steve-O. Like Steve-O was the biggest mess of them all, and was also extremely close to done. And then he still fucked up about that, but he still kept his life in order.
Well, I mean, dude, that dude's on a whole nother level now. I mean, he still does dumb shit, but
sober.
But yeah, but if you ever like listen to his podcast or like hear him talk in interviews and shit, like I saw an interview where they asked him about Bam. He's like, dude, he's like, I've tried to bring him to my house and fucking make him stay with me,
Yeah.
Never works. So
I don't know. Help people that don't want to be helped, man.
That's the number one person that's got to help you when you need help is you.
That's right. Indeed.
You can't. I mean, it's nice to have a support system, but at the end of the day, if you're not willing to help yourself, your support system don't mean fuck all. I mean, we've all gone through shit in our lives where, we had to choose a path to take. So, some people take paths that don't work out, and some people fucking find their light in their way. So, I don't know. Eat dicks though, because you can't sue people for fucking you being a fuck up.
Yeah. We'll see how that plays out.
I'm
curious to see how that plays out. Plus, I'm curious about the lawsuit with ScarJo and Disney. That's gonna be interesting.
Disney's winning that.
Probably, but we'll see.
And see, here's the other thing I wonder about ScarJo though. As big as she is, I think what she just did might have fucking destroyed her Hollywood career. Because how many studios, especially nowadays, with all, everything that all these studios have been getting blasted out for in the past couple of years, how many studios are going to take a person and be like, nope, she likes to sue studios.
Yeah. Listen, if she got genuinely fucked out of something and was genuinely wronged, then I wish her all the best and I hope that she wins. But
I in no way don't think that the House of Mouse probably fucked her, because
they're famous for fucking.
Yeah. The House of Mouse is famous for fucking. But no, man, absolutely with her case, it's completely different. So, I hope she gets her, her due. But taking on the House of Mouse is tough, man. And I can't say one person that's probably walked away from the House of Mouse court case and fucking been like, I won.
Well, from what I gather, they're the ultimate touch of cockers because, let's say you sue them for $30 million.
Okay.
So then what they do is they go, okay, fine, we're not paying you, so we'll see you in court. And then they know they have more money than you, so they drag things out for so long that you keep paying more and more and more and more until you get desperate. Then you want a settlement. So, I'm sorry, $30 million they sue you for. They'll offer you
$5
million. You say no, fuck you. They say okay. They drag shit out so long that you become pretty much fucked, and then they'll come back and be like, "Oh, we'll give you 11,000."
And how many people probably fucking jump on that because they just banned them in the court?
It's fucked up, man. But what are you gonna do?
But that's the trouble of trying to take on, dude. From what I understand, Walmart's pretty known for that. If you try to sue Walmart, they'll fucking pull your ass through the fucking mud, and then they'll just fucking walk away.
And then there's the Illuminati of companies like Amazon that you just don't hear anything. They just make you and your entire family just disappear.
Here, put out some fucking.
Have you heard that new song about Jeffrey Bezos?
Okay, you're my TikTok go-to, you and the wife now, because my wife literally spends.
I'm not on TikTok that much. I just heard the song.
She's on TikTok all the time. But I was gonna ask, what the fuck is that?
All right, I'll just look up the Jeffrey Bezos song. I wish we could put a clip of it in this
I can try.
But you gotta not just listen to the TikTok version because the TikTok version's only a minute long. You have to listen to the entire thing because it starts off like, that 80s kind of electronic music.
Born in 1964.
Yeah.
Something.
Bezos, Jeffrey Bezos, yes. But then if you listen towards the end, it talks about like sucking dicks and things. And I'm like, what? So yeah, should definitely check that out.
I will. And if possible, I'll try to throw a clip of it in here.
Yes.
YouTube might fucking be like, no. But who knows?
So, are we talking Suicide Squad 2 today? Or?
I haven't finished the movie, but
that's right. That's right. Okay, so we'll talk about it next week. It'll give more people time to watch it, and
okay, we'll do that then.
But so far, at least, are you entertained?
Oh my god, I fucking died laughing. Like literally, I was laughing so fucking hard. Like from start to fucking finish, man. Weasel. That fucking Weasel fucked me up, man. I was dying. And it was nice to see fucking Michael Roker. It was nice to see him. Pete Davidson was an interesting choice.
I can't fucking stand that guy.
Pete Davidson, that's a fucking interesting guy.
I fuck that guy. I don't. He does something that disgusts me, and it's just I know we're all gross and crude and stuff, but some of his humor really disgusts me. Like he makes money off the back of making jokes about his dad that died as a fireman in 9/11, so he can fucking eat my ass.
I did. I saw a clip. As a matter of fact, it might have been on fucking TikTok. Him and Kevin Hart were on some, I don't know, some house shit. And it was Kevin Hart, Pete Davidson, and like a family. And he was looking through their house and stuff, and they were like, "Yeah, we got all the pictures of our family. This is a picture of our dad." And he's like, "Oh, you have a dad? What's that like?" And I was just like, "Jesus, guy." But
who, Pete Davidson said that?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
yeah.
Dude, that's tame. Have you heard his jokes he's made about his dad?
No, I've never ever.
I get it that there's some people that like use like dark humor as a coping mechanism, but you can tell when somebody's using something as a coping mechanism, something that's not. He was very young when he died. He makes very, very off-colored, really disgusting fucking jokes about 9/11 and his dad like dying in it. He's like, if you just trust me. Just Google when we're done or at some point in time. Just Google Pete Davidson 9/11 jokes, and
I'll watch it. Cause see, like honest to God, dude, one of my favorite stand-up comedians is considered to be one of the darkest, and that's Anthony Jeselnik. I love Jeselnik. I think the dude's fucking brilliant. But like some people hear Jeselnik, like for example, my wife, the first Jeselnik special we watched together, dude, her mouth hit the floor and stayed there. The entire special. And she, like when it was done and the credits were rolling and shit, I was, fucking practically in tears because I was laughing the whole goddamn thing. And she's like, I don't know how to feel right now. Just like, just to laugh at any of that. I was like, I don't know. I did.
I don't know, man. I have very dark humor as well, but I just when so many other people are affected by a certain event, and also lost family members, I don't know, man.
I can understand that.
Plus, it's like a lingering thing. Like there's still people every fucking month it seems dying of 9/11 related illnesses. So that's actually, I guess, my one off limits thing. And that's just, I could never imagine, like, you want to make jokes about like a family member or a parent that passed away. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. But like straight up 9/11 jokes. Like your dad died a fucking hero and you're just some cunt. Sorry.
Oh, hey, man. No judgment here, dude. Like, I get it. I totally get it because like everybody's got their fucking thing, man. Like even in a group of friends, like it's actually funny, man, because we were talking to my kid about this the other day. Like trying to explain to her when a joke goes too far. Like something that's funny to me is not the same type of funny to my wife. You know, so there's words that people fucking use, like when you're with your group of friends or whatever, and you make a fucking joke about something that somebody doesn't jive with. Like they can be like, "Hey, whoa," you know what I mean? Where it's just that trigger to be like, "Hey, man, you're going a little too far. Let's rein that back in." And even if you don't quite understand why, like you should have enough respect for the other person to be like, "Okay, cool. I get it. This type of humor doesn't jive with you, so I'm in your presence, so I should probably rein that shit out a little."
Yeah.
So
I'll give you an example. This is a tweet that he did on the memorial of 9/11 some years ago.
okay.
Can't believe it's been 14 years. I remember seeing your gigantic dick like it was just yesterday. Rest in peace, Dad. Never forget. And second, oh, let me. Yeah, I just want you to. Yeah. So,
Odd.
I'm just laughing at your reaction. I'm trying to this just fucked up. But anyway, all you need to know is just that first part. That, like,
That's crazy. Because it's like, I get it, but like, I don't know. Doesn't really strike me as that funny, I guess.
yeah, like that's just a weird thing to say, man. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know. Like I said, we could travel that fucking comedy wormhole for fucking days about like I was never really a big fan of Doug Stanhope.
I don't know who that is.
Well, Stanhope took over the Man Show. I want to say after Corolla got fired or quit or whatever the fuck it was. And it was like Stanhope and Kimmel for a second, and then I think Kimmel left or Kimmel got let go or quit or whatever the fuck to go be, big famous late night guy. And it was Doug Stanhope and some other guy. But Stanhope's another one of those comedians. Like he's just a very, very raw comedian. And it's like a lot of the shit that he says, like a lot of people like him and a lot of people think he's funny, but like his jokes just don't land right with me. I'm just like, okay, you're kind of like Jim Norton, where you're like, and Bob Saget, where you're vulgar for the sake of being vulgar. But like,
Listen, it's not funny.
yeah,
Shock value.
yeah, it's more, yeah. But like I said,
Anyway.
each their own for sure. Because I still to this day think Carlin's fucking hilarious, but there's people in the world that are like, he's not that funny. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Each their own.
Watch Superman Man of Tomorrow today.
I have not seen that.
I enjoyed it a lot, but I'm also a big Lobo fan, so it was really nice to see a more adult version of an animated Lobo rather than the one we got on the animated series.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, you should. It's on HBO Max.
Sweet business.
Because
Sweet business.
Animated stuff on there, like I think Red Sun's on there too in the new Justice League.
Oh, yeah, Red Sun was good. I got to check out JLD, and I still got to watch with her All Star.
All Star Superman
and Mask of the Phantasm because she hasn't seen that ever. So
what the fuck?
Whatever, man.
The best.
It is the best.
Still the best. I don't care. Mask.
But well, that's that. I guess where are we at? 23:36.
Yeah, 23, 36. You got anything else besides our fucking Moop?
Oh God. He's been the Moop before, but this is extra Moopage.
This is extra, but I think this is gonna take probably the rest of the episode, so we might as well dive the fuck in.
No, not so. Not shouldn't be that. It's pretty fucking plain and simple. I just want to first and foremost say that everyone that ever gave me shit about not liking this guy, you're the Amandas for this week.
That's fair enough.
Because I got a lot of this man's cult came after me wicked hard when I would talk shit about this guy pre-COVID, right? And then COVID came, and this guy was like the fucking messiah and got awards. Wrote a book before the pandemic was even over and everything. Yes, I'm talking about your lovely, amazing human being. former governor of New York, Andy Cuomo.
Andy. Hey, I got a question real quick for you. Is it true that people that were really, really really, really for him in the beginning called themselves Cuomo-sexuals?
I did hear that quite a few times, yes.
Man,
Because they're attracted to him. They found him attractive. They found him authoritative, and all that shit. And I'm just over here like, dude, this guy's been a fucking creeper for years, and his dad was a dickhead too.
Oh, his kid's a dickhead too.
Well, yeah, big time. But I would, dude. The problem is that the information has
Right.
always been there. It's just now it's gotten too much. This man thought he was too bulletproof
Right.
to start getting away with his disgusting antics.
Yeah.
And he thought he was above the law. So, for those of you who don't know, Andy Cuomo resigned. And I think he did that out of an act of trying to avoid impeachment. I'm sure he could still get criminally charged or at least civilly charged by the victims. There's 11 that came forward so far for sexual harassment and sex assault.
I didn't know that, man.
And groping. Yeah, because the first like 3 that came out, they just swept under the rug because, fuck victims when you're a politician. And that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if Democrat, Republican, Independent, doesn't matter. Communist, fucking socialist. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just a trash bag human being, which Andrew Cuomo has been a trash bag human being for a very, very long time. If you look at his politics are always strictly driven on ego based and trying to be the alpha male in the room always. He always made horrible decisions. Not every single one, I guess, but he always made decisions purely based on trying to spank the others. So like there's been mayors that have done things around the state of New York that he didn't agree with, and instead of basically trying to work with them or trying to help them out or try to be the bigger person, I guess. I mean, I don't know. If you really look into it, wasn't that crazy, but he was just straight up like, I just won't fund you guys. Like, you won't get any state taxes if
damn.
you don't do this or this. And it's like, we're in the middle of a fucking pandemic. People are like dying and losing their jobs, and we're having a crisis right now. And you want to threaten of taking away, giving us money to allocate towards proper resources because we didn't vote for your like raise the age bill.
Right.
And that's just bully tactics. And that guy's been a fucking bully for like his whole career. And his dad was the same. It's just like the guy spends like, dude, in the middle of a pandemic, people, like I said, this guy spent, I don't know how many millions of dollars renaming, I believe the Tappan Zee Bridge, the Mario M. Cuomo Bridge after his dad.
Right.
And it's like, dude, what are you doing, man? Like, and that's just and I know we don't get political. Well, we say we don't get political, but I'm gonna get fucking political on this because this is my fucking annoyed moment because I've been looking at this like this perspective for a while, and it's always been there, man. This guy's been a creepy groper for years.
Right.
Everyone's defending him like he's the Messiah. And then now finally all of a sudden, because from what I gather, I don't have all the intel for the finalized notices, I guess he actually groped. Finally, the straw that broke the camel's back was he groped a fucking state trooper.
What?
Like, I guess she's a female state trooper on his security detail or somewhere within his security detail. I guess he got really handsy with her, and she's like,
shut off, bro.
There's really not much you can do anymore. So now he's going to try to avoid his shit. So fuck that guy. He's a Moop. He's always been a Moop. And honestly, people, I'm not talking about everybody. Everyone knows like, oh, he's not that bad. Oh, come on. Maybe right. I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about some of the people that we're friends with that broke my balls a little bit about it and was like, oh, come on, he's great. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about like I posted like a couple memes on my Instagram story not that long ago. Well, I guess now it would be that long ago. And some people came at me so fucking hard for this. So fucking hard. And I'm just like, nah. So for those that came at me, when I called him a creepy douchebag months ago, fuck you now. Because it's funny because I see you posting that he should be impeached, he should resign, and he should see jail time. Because to be quite honest with you, if that was any one of us, you and I, which we're not going to do because we're not fucking jerk offs like that, just based on the allegation would land us in handcuffs.
Oh, I would assume so.
So, I don't care. Like I said, I'm a more independent kind of guy, but it doesn't matter. I don't care if it was fucking Republican, communist, liberal, conservative, Democrat, fucking Greek New Dawn, fucking the Twilight Zone party, and Team Edward or Team Jacob. Doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. There's right and wrong, and nobody should be above that. And fuck you. I hope to see that guy get hit. Also with his shit policies during COVID that everyone sucked his dick over, but then like 6,000 elderly people died because one of his directives and orders. But that's for other news.
But yeah, dude, like, and that's the thing, man, is like, I don't care what side of the political branches you get on. Like, bag of shit is a bag of shit. I don't give a fuck if you got more money.
Thank you.
If you're a bag of shit, like, you should be fucking treated like a bag of shit.
Yep.
Like, empowered, it shouldn't exclude you from fucking the same laws that you and I or fucking anybody else has to. You know?
Yep.
Oh.
It's just too how he handled it, man. It was disgusting. The last couple months, if you saw his press conferences.
Yeah, but it's like you said though, the dude's got such a fucking ego that it's like,
That's what it is. It was disgusting. This man was sitting up there cocky as shit. But
yeah,
he literally was like, "Yeah, well, one of the things he said was like, oh yeah, well, I mean, she's a nobody. I'm the governor of New York." That was one thing he said. And then another thing that he said was, "Oh yeah, well, guess what? At the end of the day, it's my word versus hers, and I am the governor of New York." Like he was just so fucking open about like, so fuck you. Get your just desserts now, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And he resigned.
Well, see, and that's the other thing that sucks because, like, I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but like, by him resigning instead of being impeached, if he doesn't get criminally charged, like, he still gets like his pension.
Could be civil. Well, it depends. I don't know how this all works, how it's going to work, but I mean, like all the city and state workers were getting pay cuts and fucked hard, and medical workers and everything across the state during the whole pandemic. But he managed to get a massive fucking pay raise during all that. But people, I don't know how they didn't see the blatant corruption and just disgust of that is this man.
Because I think when it comes down to it, man, and this isn't just for politics. This can be for movie stars, sports stars, everything. Because I think as people, sometimes your love for a person. I'll use I'll use Michael Jordan actually for his. I don't know why, but he just popped into my head. I'll use Michael Jordan as an example. People's love for Michael Jordan have forever overshadowed what an asshole that guy really is. You know, because everybody wants to talk about how he's the greatest that ever played basketball, yada yada, so on and so forth. But like, legit, so many fucking stories have come out about like how blatantly shitty this guy has been to people. And it's just it's that fandom that blinds people. And I really think that in itself is fucking what goes on with Cuomo too.
Dude, I call that the Escobar effect.
Okay.
Because Pablo Escobar
Right.
was a shithead.
Oh, super shithead.
But people in Medellin loved him because he gave them money and took care of them and built houses and built schools. Meanwhile, he like blew a school up, like, and children died, and he murdered, like, had so many people murdered. But it's okay because he built a school and gave us money for food and come up within the general. Yeah, it's just, I call it the Escobar effect.
Absolutely. And that's 100%.
But hey,
is what it is. Dude got his. Hopefully he gets fucked. Because
we'll see. You know, it's bad when the president of the United States, President Joe Biden, was like, "You need to resign, man." So
it's always good when the fucking leader of the free world's like,
Yeah.
That guy. You should probably go away.
Oh God.
What are you gonna do though?
But that's all I got, man. So he's former Governor Andy Cuomo. You are the Moop of the week.
Super, super duper Moop. Well, I believe that's time, and it's definitely time for you to give the people some advice.
Oh fuck.
Fuck out of here.
If you want to know what my dad tastes like, just blow fuzz. Goodbye, everybody.